The music pulsed through the walls, shaking the glass in the windowpane. My hand trembled as I stared at my phone screen. 11 missed calls, all mine, unanswered. The last message I sent to Emma still glowed in the blue light. "Are you coming? Dinner's getting cold." Outside, laughter spilled from the street, mingling with a faint thud of bass from the club 3 blocks down. The same club she'd said she'd only stop by for a few minutes. Had been 3 hours. My chest tightened as I imagined her there. Hair wild, eyes bright, spinning under colored lights while I sat alone at the table I'd spent half the day setting. When I finally walked to that club, I told myself it was just to check if she was okay. But deep down I already knew. The betrayal wasn't loud or cinematic. It was quiet, creeping like a crack spreading through glass. The smell of beer and sweat hit me before I even reached the door. Inside, strobe lights sliced through the haze, and in one of those flickering flashes, I saw her, pressed close to Liam, his hand on her waist, her laughter spilling against his neck. My body froze, but my heart ran wild, pounding in my ears until everything blurred. She saw me. For a split second, her smile faltered. Then she looked away. That was the moment I left. Not just the club but her life. I didn't shout. I didn't demand an explanation. I simply turned and walked into the night, the sound of her laughter echoing behind me like a haunting refrain. 5 years passed. I rebuilt myself from the ruins she left behind. Moved cities. Changed jobs. I learned how to breathe again without the ache in my chest. Or at least I thought I had, until I saw her name flash on the event flyer. Emma Collins. Guest speaker. Rebuilding after failure. The irony hit like a slap. I almost deleted the email, but something in me stirred. A mix of anger and curiosity, or maybe the desire for closure. The auditorium smelled faintly of coffee and old paper, the hum of conversation buzzing around me. When she stepped on stage, time folded in on itself. Her hair was shorter now, her eyes sharper. She looked composed, polished. But when her gaze swept over the crowd and landed on me, her words faltered, just for a breath. After the event, she approached me slowly, her voice trembling just enough to betray the calm facade. "Lena, I didn't think you'd come." Neither did I. My tone was flat, but my pulse betrayed me. "I wanted to reach out so many times," she said, clutching her note cards like a lifeline. "But I didn't know if you'd forgive you." I finished for her. Her lips parted but no sound came out. I could smell her perfume, jasmine and vanilla, the same one she used to wear. The scent alone sent my mind spiraling back to that night. "Why'd you do it?" I asked quietly. "That night, the party." Her eyes dropped to the floor. "Because I wanted to feel wanted," she whispered. "You were already pulling away, even before that night. I thought you didn't love me anymore." I almost laughed. "So you proved it true." She flinched. The silence stretched, heavy and raw. People moved around us, unaware of the storm that brewed between 2 women standing in the middle of a university hallway. "I made a mistake," she said finally. 1,000 times over. But I've spent years trying to fix who I became that night. I studied her face, searching for deception. The woman in front of me wasn't the same reckless girl I'd left behind. There was guilt etched into her features, but also something fragile. Growth, maybe, or regret that had learned how to stand. "I'm married now," she added softly, like an afterthought. "He's kind, stable. But when I talk about loss in my workshops, I'm really talking about you." Her words pierced through the armor I thought I'd built. I wanted to hate her again. I wanted the fire. But all I felt was exhaustion, the kind that settles in your bones after carrying pain too long. "I thought about what I'd say if I ever saw you again," I said. "But now that you're here, it's like the words don't matter anymore." She looked at me, eyes glistening. "Then say nothing. Just know that I never stopped wishing I'd chosen differently." I turned to leave, but her voice stopped me. "Lena, wait." I faced her one last time. "You taught me something important," I said. "That love without respect is just self-destruction dressed in romance." Her tears finally broke free. Do you still hate me? Thought about it. About the years I spent rebuilding myself, the nights I cried until dawn, the silence that became my sanctuary. No, I said. I don't hate you. But I don't love you either. Not anymore. And just like that, the ache that had followed me for half a decade began to fade. Not because I forgave her, but because I finally forgave myself, for staying too long, for hoping too much, for mistaking chaos for passion. As I walked out of the building, a soft rain began to fall, washing the city in silver. I tilted my face toward the sky, letting it soak my hair and skin. Behind me, I heard her voice one last time. Quiet, trembling, carried by the wind. I hope you find someone who never makes you doubt where you belong. I smiled faintly, not turning back. I already have, I whispered to myself, to the rain, to the woman I'd become. Because for the first time in years, I realized the love I'd been searching for was never in her eyes. It had been waiting in my own reflection all along.